Okay, this one I feel like is a good one for you. Would you rather have balls permanently stuck to your leg or permanent swamp ass?
Oh, boss my leg. I mean, I already have that. Like, that's not a big deal. And I also have swamp ass. You can adjust where if your balls are upset, where you can kind of mend them a little bit and like treat them special. When you have swamp ass, there's no escaping that. And it's embarrassing. Like, balls on you, like, that's just your own issue. Swamp ass, everybody sees it. That was one of the first things Dave ever got mad at me about at Barstool. There was this clip that was going viral of Chris Berman at one of the major golf tournaments, and he was broadcasting, and he had swamp ass city. I mean, it was from like his shoulders all the way to his ankles.
Wait, why did he get mad at you about that?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. Like, I'm brand new. He's like, get it on the blog.
I think you just accidentally muted yourself during like the punchline there. What'd you say?
Oh, somebody called me. It was so rude. He told me that I needed to get it up on the blog because Chris Berman had swamp ass. Swamp ass is so embarrassing. When you walk by somebody in the city and somebody knows that you have a sweaty ass.
See, I don't think of that as swamp ass though. I think like I start my day with swamp ass. I have swamp ass 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
It is because I get dressed wet, which is something we've kind of talked about extensively on KFC Radio. I don't really dry off. I just I get out of the shower, I wrap my towel around me, I walk to my underwear drawer, and I put them on. So, like, I start the day just with a moist undercarriage, and it really never changes. So I think I'm taking swamp ass. It's not that bad. If you're sweating through your drawers, that's a different situation. But just like always having a wet bottom, I mean, I'm a wet bottom boy.
No, I don't want a wet bottom. Give me a set of stinky balls any day.
The stinky balls, I think I'd miss if I didn't have them. Like, it's fun standing at like a crosswalk and you kind of just stretch out real quick. It's like, I think it's a good time. It's like a little game you play with yourself where it's like, all right, I'm going to unstick my nuts real quick.
Well,
it's like stretching before a race.
Honest with you. I have very, very little testicles. So this isn't an issue. This is not an issue that I'm plagued with. So it'd be interesting to see how the other half live.
All right.
Honest to God, I've seen Chinese pot stickers bigger.
Wait, Chinese pot stickers are big?
No, the little ones, the little guys, like little tortellinis.
Oh, I don't think I know. I think a Chinese pot sticker is like dumplings. That's a hearty nut. Oh, speaking of nuts, you had quite a tweet last night that I found very interesting. The biggest thing you can swallow whole, and you went with a walnut, right?
But it has to be life or death situation because I don't think you'd be risky. Like if it was like a Texas no limit poker version of swallowing stuff where you had to put all your cards out on the table and like you have to flop the river. I want to see like an actual swallowing contest because it could be like you go back and forth where you start, okay, I'm going to do a pea. Somebody else goes up. I'm going to knock out this butter bean. And then you get up, somebody says walnut and you say, I call. Then you have to swallow the walnut.
Wait, I don't know if I'm not good with my nuts. I got to see exactly which one a walnut is.
The walnut walnut is the one that actually looks like testicles, honestly. It's got like those little wrinkles in it.
Oh, okay. Yes, it does. This isn't what I was picturing. I was picturing maybe a pecan.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, but a walnut really varies in size. You can get a tiny walnut. You can get a big fat walnut.
Oh, yeah. You can. It's the luck of the draw, especially if you don't see it first. I think maybe if you had just like a spread, like a board, like a meat and cheese board out on the table filled of different things that you had to swallow. Like, oh, yeah, I would crush that cherry tomato. That hard-boiled egg might be a little bit big.
A cherry tomato, I think I was going to say I could do a Sour Patch Kid. But that's like, can we bring in different textures, or does it have to be a hard thing?
Oh no!
Like
somebody was brazen with it and said that they could do a full-out McDonald's chicken nugget, what I think is insane.
Ludicrous.
The ridges on that, you're gonna choke to death in a heartbeat.
Now, I'm a good swallower. I'm like one of those. Even at a young age, I was right away. I was not like I was taking my pills without water. I can swallow things pretty good, but a chicken nugget.
No.
Now I feel like a pussy with that Sour Patch Kid. I thought that was kind of big.
Yeah, there's another one too that I was rolling around the old grape where this dude said that he would do an egg, like a full-out raw egg, and then if it got stuck, he could punch himself in the throat. And I was like, dude, if you do that with an egg, you're gonna stab yourself. You're definitely choking to death if you do that.
He's talking with it shelled, like covered?
Oh yeah, he thought he could do like just a straight up raw egg.
That's crazy. I think we should have this contest. I think you get some EMTs on hand, and you might have to give a tracheotomy or two. But yeah, I mean, come on, I've seen those in fucking plenty of TV shows. They're easy as hell. We don't even need EMTs. I'll do it. Give me a fucking pen that I can hollow out, and I'll just slice your throat open real quick. Easy peasy.
I mean, people act like this dude Heimlich was a genius, right? Like, he created the Heimlich. He just squeezed on somebody's belly. Like, that's not exactly Dr. Quinn level science.
I always thought that was weird when they teach you as like when you're younger, like don't ever do the Heimlich unless you really need it because you'll break someone's sternum. And I was just like, I don't think I would. I think
dude. I used to have to do because I was an MP, a military policeman by trade, so we always had to take yearly like classes on first aid and CPR and all that stuff. And whenever they would talk about the kids, like if you come to a spot and like there's a child or an infant that needs CPR, just be aware that you're probably going to shatter their rib cage. I was like, dude, there's no shot I'm giving some little infant mouth to mouth after I shatter its rib cage. I'm gonna be fucking crying in a puddle. Like I'm so sorry, Connor. I can't believe I did this to you.
If you're telling me I'm gonna break a baby's rib cage, I'm telling you that baby's gonna die.
Yeah, I'm out. Like I'll cheer him on, I'll pump him up, be like, you could do this, spit it out. You got it. Just pumping him up. I don't want that on my conscience.
That is not. Also, actually, CPR. Were you in CPR when they fucking stopped teaching the mouth to mouth part? Or
you don't have to do that.
Was that after you, or did you learn that too?
It was after, for sure, because I've given CPR before when I was a student at UTSA. This old janitor passed out. He had like a heart attack and he wasn't breathing. And I had just got out of the Marine Corps like maybe 6 months before that. And I gave him mouth to mouth at UTSA. That shit's fucking gross. They don't tell you about how disgusting. This guy was definitely like a smoker and you can taste it. It's like pushing air into his lungs and then like the dirty smoker air coming back. It was just gross.
I mean, I was going to ask you if you're jealous that, you missed the boat on the no mouth to mouth, but I think I got the answer there.
Yeah.
It's like what's with math. We're like, oh yeah, we teach kids math. It's much easier now. Where the fuck was that when I didn't understand math even a little bit for my entire life?
And I think that they're wrong. The way that they're teaching math now, I have no idea what's happening. They're like, my kids bring home their math stuff. First of all, Kelsey's in chemistry. That's bullshit. Like just taking chemistry. She's in 10th grade and higher in any science that I ever took, including college.
You ever took chemistry?
Yeah.
96% of you motherfuckers watch these videos and aren't subscribed. Shout out to the 4%. You are good people. 4% of people are watching our clips.
That's about what I would guess the breakdown of
good people versus bad people
in the world.
Yeah.
Good people versus bad people. Probably about 96% to 4.
That's
but
fair.
Be a good person.
But it's not even. I'm not even asking you to be a good person. I'm asking you to push a button.
Yeah,
I'm asking you to click a button.
Yeah, you can be a bad person still, but just click the button.
You can be a piece of shit. Just click subscribe. 96% of you watch these clips and they're like, oh my God, that was a funny clip from this podcast. I liked it. And I'm just not going to help them out. The people who work to make it, the people who work to produce it, to post it, to upload it, and there's nothing from you. You're a bad person if you don't subscribe.
Be a good one.